about dehydration. Dehydration has several stages to it, and there are certain things you can recognize when you're dehydrated. In a survival situation, if you don't have water, pretty soon your mouth's going to get dry, you'll start feeling thirsty. You can actually be dehydrating before those things set up. After dry mouth and feeling thirsty, pretty soon, you can start feeling nausea. You can get a headache. These are some symptoms that come on afterwards. Your thought processes will deteriorate. And after that, your tongue can start to swell. Your lips will swell and start cracking. The stages after that is your brain needs water in order to function. And if it doesn't have enough water, it'll shut down. And you'll end up going into a coma, and if somebody doesn't help you at that point, then death is going to follow. There are some things, though, that you can look at. There are tests that you can do that would tell you if you're getting dehydrated, even before you start feeling the symptoms of thirst or a dry mouth. And we call them the pinch tests. There's actually two of them you can do. And I want to talk about those a little bit because if you're in a survival situation, you can use these to keep tabs on yourself. One of the things you can use for pinch tests is pinch the skin in the back of your hand. You pinch that up and see how quick it flattens. If it flattens fairly, then you got moisture in you. If it takes a long time for it to flatten, then you're losing moisture in you, and you need more. If it sits there and peaks and stays peaked, then you're definitely getting dehydrated, and you need some water at that point in order to do that. The second one is underneath your fingernails. The capillaries under there are another good indicators to see if you're dehydrated. If you pinch your nail and it stays white for quite a while, then you're dehydrated. If you pinch your nail and it comes back fairly quick, then you go ahead and have moisture. Now it's good to learn these things and try them out when you're in a good situation so that you know how your skin and how your nails react. And that way, if you do get in a survival situation and you try those, you'll know if they're different than what you are normally. So go ahead and try those until you get a good idea. And it's good to do those every so often just so you know how you are when it comes to the pinch tests. So pinch tests are good indicators of dehydration. You can see from those whether you're getting dehydrated before you start feeling thirsty or you have a dry mouth. So the pinch tests, keep those in mind.